I'm loving this. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. If you're feeling charitable, please smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. And welcome back to the dceu Daily exclusive to us here on Big Mouth, and we continue with another brilliant Screen Rant article. Suicide Squad director's cut exists and is nearly complete, confirms David Ayer. David Ayer is loving this, we're loving this. The more information, the more us, the fans and the consumer, can push for this cut. But I think it's already been agreed and approved and decided, and Ayer is really plugging it, and that's really exciting. Even quote tweeting, kind of totally unconnected article from HBO Max plugging their Looney Tunes and saying, hey, yeah, so brilliant. So he's part of the HBO Max dceu team as well, which is brilliant. So Suicide Squad's director cut exists and is nearly complete, confirms David Ayer. Suicide Squad director David Ayer confirms that his cut of 2016's dceu film is nearly complete, with only some VFX work that remains unfinished. David Ayer confirms that his Suicide Squad director's cut exists and is nearly complete on the heels of Zack Snyder's Justice League, finally releasing through HBO Max after more than 2 years of the fans relentlessly campaigning. And another DCEU film, may be on the precipice of getting its original cut rolled out. Ayer's recent comments regarding the possibility of the public seeing his intended version of the 2016 anti-hero movie is only motivating his followers to petition for Warner Bros. To extend him the same courtesy they gave Snyder. Suicide Squad went on to become a box office success, pocketing a total of $746.8 million worldwide on a budget of just $175 million, despite poor critical reviews. Given this, Warner Bros. Was quick to craft stories around the movie with sequels and spin-offs lined up, with Ayer supposedly attached to some of them. That's no longer the case now, as Warner Bros. Tapped writer and director James Gunn to direct a mostly different group of villains for the Suicide Squad. Well, that's not actually true. There are some new villains, but a lot of the original characters are coming back as well. So he couldn't have done that bad a job, could he? While the DCEU moves forward with a largely new anti-hero team, calls for Ayer's Suicide Squad cut to be released are getting louder by the day. The director recently offered an update regarding his intended version of the film, not only confirming that Ayer cut exists, but it's also almost complete. Apparently, for it to be fully ready, the film only needs to finish VFX. Check out the tweet below. The tweet's not there now, mind. It's no secret that Suicide Squad had an extremely rushed production, with Ayer only having 6 weeks to write the screenplay. This is ridiculous. And then go straight to filming. Reported meddling from Warner Bros. Following the divisive reception to Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice resulted in a significantly changed story. Darker elements were swapped for more light-hearted moments in an effort to appeal to the broader audience. Its reshoots were unusually expensive, with the studio reportedly spending $22 million compared to the typical $6 to $10 million budget allocated for additional filming. Unfortunately, the film didn't connect with the audience, and now Ayer's fans are hoping to see the filmmaker's original cut of Suicide Squad. No, the theatrical cut did connect with me, but it wasn't the man's vision, was it? It wasn't the man's complete vision. Warner Bros. Has yet to comment about the matter. Well, actually, AT&T are kind of commenting on it all the time, aren't they? Has yet to comment about the matter, though they remain mum regarding the release. The Snyder Cut movement, until its release, was officially confirmed by Snyder last week. Ayer was one of the first people to express excitement when the news broke that Snyder's intended version of Justice League is rolling out through HBO Max. With that, there's renewed interest in Ayer's Suicide Squad, and he's more than happy to indulge fans on social media when asked about it. Over the last several months, the director has also released a string of concept art, behind-the-scenes materials informing fans of how different his original plan was to what was shown on the big screen. With a set precedent in Justice League, it's curious if Warner Brothers will also cave for Ayer's cut. It's not about caving. It's not about caving. It's about doing the right thing. Stop being so negative. We are not trying to hurt anyone. We just want a wrong to be righted. It's simple as that. End of the story. If there's enough clamour for it, although he previously cast doubt on this happening. He said a lot of things. We discussed this before. He said a lot of things. He speaks a lot. Sometimes he's like, well, it may never happen, and then he's more positive. I think it's happening. I think it's going to be announced any day now, but we shall see. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and I will see you a little bit later on. Be kind.